감사합니다. 감사합니다. Can you hear me?
I'm going to be over there.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me well? As introduced, my name is Joanne, and I bring with myself close to 20 years of experience working with multinational companies, enterprises, and SMEs on their talent activities across recruitment and leadership development. As founders and business leaders, you are often driven by the aspiration to grow your businesses significantly, often with the goal of becoming a market leader or disrupting an existing industry. Expanding internationally and becoming a global player is a frequent ambition. In today's rapidly evolving global economy, the key to success often lies not just in the products or technology that you have created and developed, but who you can bring on board. How can you successfully navigate outside of your home base, minimizing surprises and navigating the complexity of operating in a VUCA environment? In today's presentation, I would like to explore how leveraging fractional talent can help support your international plans. But before we dive in, let's set the stage with some context. In today's rapidly evolving economy, we face an unprecedented challenge: how to secure top-tier talent to drive international growth in an increasingly competitive market. The global talent shortage is reaching critical levels. Manpower Group's 2023 Talent Shortage Survey revealed that 77% of employers globally are struggling to identify skills for their purposes. In South Korea, the Ministry of Startups and SMEs reported that 64% of startups cited securing professional talent as their single biggest challenge in 2023. And yet, despite the statistics that we have just heard, in the last 24 months, we have witnessed and are still witnessing an increasing pool of senior executive talent who are being displaced by redundancies caused largely by the uncertain global macroeconomic climate and also the advancement of AI. Some of them have chosen to leave their cushy corporate jobs because they have been unsettled by the global pandemic. A lot of them have been awakened to the meaning of life and to the meaning of work, and striking a good balance between the two. So today, we're going to explore the following: the challenges of international growth faced by startups. What exactly is fractional talent, and what are its benefits? And why Singapore is emerging to be an ideal launchpad for your international growth. I would also like to cover Fractional Talent 2.0 and its impact on companies such as yours. May I find out, before this conversation, has anyone heard of the term fractional talent? Okay, fantastic. So let me be the evangelist today. As many of you are aware, expanding beyond domestic borders can be a significant growth opportunity, but it also presents significant hurdles. Let's explore some of these challenges in more detail. First and foremost, understanding local markets is crucial. Startups must conduct thorough market research to understand and comprehend cultural differences, consumer preferences, and behaviors. Misunderstanding these aspects can be costly and be damaging to your business and brand in the long run. What works in your home country is unlikely to work in others. So taking the time To truly understand the local culture is essential for success. And next, we have the complexities of legal and regulatory compliance. Each country brings with it its own set of laws governing business operations, ranging from tax regulations to employment laws. Ensuring compliance can be really time-consuming and tedious, and requires significant attention to detail. Additionally, businesses need to navigate across different intellectual property laws to protect your innovations and ideas from infringement. And then, of course, quite significant important part, we have financial challenges, the world of currencies. Attracting local talent who can be really, fluctuations in foreign exchange rates can impact pricing, profit margins, and overall financial stability. Moreover, startups seeking funding may find themselves to struggle to attract investors who are familiar with your business model or market landscapes. Another significant challenge lies in human resources. Attracting local talent who understand your market and aligning them with the company's overall vision can be daunting. Differences in work cultures and communication styles can add further complexity to the recruitment process. Providing effective service in multiple languages across diverse time zones means startups, you need a solid support infrastructure in place. So what exactly is fractional talent? And how are they going to help me to achieve my globalization goals? Simply put, fractional talent are highly skilled, experienced professionals at the C-suite level who work with multiple enterprises on a part-time or project basis, allowing you to access their skill sets and expertise without incurring the overheads of a full-time hire. They are not your typical freelancers or gig workers. We are talking about seasoned C-suite executives and specialists who bring years of experience and global expertise to your team. Now, why are they compelling to startups? You immediately get access to C-suite level talent without the full-time executive price tag. For a startup watching your burn rate, this is crucial. In the fast-paced startup world, your needs are constantly evolving and changing. Fractional talent allow you to adapt quickly without long-term commitments. Many of these fractional talent have global experience, exactly what you need when expanding globally. And here's where it gets really interesting. This fractional talent model aligns perfectly with the principles of the circular economy. How, you may be asking? Let's break it down. And the circular economy concept may seem a bit left field for today's discussion, but trust me, this idea has the potential of shifting how we think about talent utilization in the startup ecosystem. First, what is the circular economy? It's an economic system aimed at eliminating waste and continually using resources. Now, traditionally, this concept has been applied to physical resources. But why not applying it to the most important resource, that is human talent? In any traditional linear economy, companies would hire full-time staff, employees, utilize their skills for a specific role, and eventually part ways. It's either the candidate resigning or you choosing to exit the individual. This circular economy of talent, however, promotes a more fluid and efficient and effective use of human capital. Fractional talent embodies the circular approach. It allows businesses to access highly skilled expertise on a flexible, as-needed basis. This not only optimizes resource allocation, but also promotes knowledge sharing and cross-pollination of ideas across industry sectors. Just as we aim to maximize the use of physical resources, we can maximize the utility of specialized talent across multiple startups. Now think with me for an example. A machine learning expert who works with 3 different startups at any point in time is providing more value to the overall startup ecosystem as compared to them being hired and working in one organization. Continuous learning in a circular economy. Resources are constantly being regenerated. In fractional talent, this translates to continuous learning and skills upgrading and updating. Fractional talent, by its nature, is always learning from different projects, different organizations, and applying that knowledge to the next projects or next organization that appoints them. Fractional talent also avoid the underutilization of talent or the mismatch of skills to needs. They allow for efficient allocation of human resources across the entire startup ecosystem, not just unique to your organization. Now, why should you care about this? I'm a startup founder. I'm more interested in my technology and products. But here are the benefits that fractional talent can offer to you. You get access to a constantly evolving talent pool. And you're not just getting today's skill sets. You are tapping into a pool of talent that is constantly updating their knowledge across multiple startups and projects. This circular approach of fractional talent can also lead to more satisfied professionals who value variety in their work, reducing the costly cycle of hiring and losing talent. The approach is also more sustainable in the long run. It allows the ecosystem to do more with the limited talent pool we have, which is crucial given the talent gap we discussed earlier. When ideas and skills circulate more freely, innovation happens faster. Your startup benefits from insights gained across the entire ecosystem. For startups looking to enter new markets, and understanding the local landscape is crucial. Here's how fractional talent can help, and some of the opportunities that we see to support your internationalization growth. When you enter a market, as I mentioned earlier, you need to conduct massive market research. How about hiring a fractional market research director with experience in your target market? They can provide deep insights without the cost of a high price tag that comes with hiring them at a permanent basis. You avoid the cost of engaging expensive consulting firms too. Expanding internationally requires you to build relationships, partnerships, and network at the local level. How about hiring a fractional business development director who already has an established network of industry contacts in the markets that you are targeting? And as you scale internationally, financial complexity increases. Fractional finance experts can provide crucial support from transfer pricing to currency risk management. And entering new markets requires you to adapt your marketing strategy. Appoint fractional marketing experts who can provide targeted expertise for specific markets and cultures. Now let's talk about where you can best leverage this fractional talent strategy for your international growth. I'm excited to highlight Singapore as an unparalleled launchpad for your global ambitions, not just because I'm a Singaporean. Singapore's strategic position is not just geographical. It's economic, political, and cultural. As a bridge between East and West, it offers unparalleled access to the booming Asian markets while maintaining strong ties with Western economies. The numbers speak for themselves. According to the World Bank's Doing Business 2020 report, Singapore ranks second globally for ease of doing business. And it's not just a statistic. It's a reflection of the government's pro-business policies and robust support for startups and international businesses. Speaking of support, the Singapore government has committed $18.6 billion to research, innovation, and enterprise for 2021 to 2025. This includes significant allocations for startups and international business expansion. But what truly sets apart Singapore is its talent pool. The Global Talent Competitiveness Index 2023 ranks Singapore third globally for its ability to attract, develop, and retain talent. This makes it an ideal base for you to access fractional talent across various industry verticals with both regional and international experience. Moreover, Singapore's business ecosystem is designed to foster innovation and international growth. The city-state is home to over 4,000 tech startups and 100 accelerators and incubators. This creates a vibrant community where fractional talent, startups, and enterprises can connect and collaborate. In essence, Singapore is not just a launchpad for you, but a rocket booster for your international growth ambitions. And here where it gets really interesting. Singapore boasts 4,200 MNCs. We're a small country, city-state, but 4,200 MNCs have made Singapore their regional and, in some cases, international headquarters. Really, what does this mean, right? From your perspective, it means that by using Singapore as your launchpad, you're not just gaining access to a strategic location and business-friendly environment. You are also tapping into a rich pool of fractional talent that can support your international growth aspirations. While fractional talent model offers tremendous benefits, implementing it effectively does come with its challenges, and let's address this head-on. There are cultural nuances when working with people of diverse cultural backgrounds. Differences in how we think, differences in how we work, and differences in how we speak can cause numerous challenges despite everyone's best intention. Ensuring knowledge transfer between headquarters and the fractional talent and vice versa is critical. So how do you manage that? Maintaining consistency in quality and alignment with company goals and vision across different fractional talent can be a challenge. And navigating complex legal landscape and employing fractional talent across borders is tedious and time-consuming, and often we can't afford a HR professional. How do you ensure you're getting the best value from your fractional talent? And lastly, we also need to be mindful of your IP protection. Now, while there are challenges identifying and onboarding fractional talent, they should not stop you from your ambition of internationalizing. The key to success with fractional talent is not to view them as outsiders or vendors, but as valuable extensions of your team. Now, this is where I would like to introduce Fractional Talent 2.0, a model to overcome the challenges that I've just mentioned earlier. This Fractional 2.0 model harnesses the collective benefits I touched on in the earlier slide, leveraging the benefits of fractional talent to enter, expand, and grow in new markets. With its wealth of experience helping startups and SMEs expand beyond your home territories, Kilser Global, with its team of fractional consultants, have been supporting various Korean and Asian Pacific enterprises in their internationalization journey. This slide showcases some of the companies that Kilser Global has supported in their internationalization strategy, with services ranging from market assessment to product testing, securing local partnerships and local operation setups. Kilser Global and its team of fractional consultants based in the respective markets work closely with their clients to achieve the client's goals. The benefit to the clients is that instead of having to manage multiple contracts and dialogues with different fractional talent, overcoming the various challenges cited earlier, Kilser takes over the responsibility from the clients, sparing you time to focus on your core expertise. The impact of Fractional Talent 2.0, working with a partner such as Kilser, is that of faster market entry, strategic advantage of leveraging on local knowledge and network, and time efficiency of dealing with multiple stakeholders. So in summary, today, we've covered the challenges of globalization, expanding outside of your home territories. I introduced many of you to the concept of fractional talent. Perhaps for some of you here, you may consider, offering yourself as a fractional professional to the startups that you are interacting with. And third, I covered on the circular economy concept and how it applies to talent resourcing through the use of fractional talent. And I also touched on Singapore being your ideal launchpad for international growth. Join us, join Kilser to help expand your international desires globally. Thank you so much for your time here. And I'll open a time for questions if you have. That QR code is for you to scan to access my contact details if you have further questions. Any questions? Okay. So, fractional talent, they are a team of C-suite executives with skill sets and experience acquired across multinationals, and they bring with them a set of experience that's unique to the industry and market. So, if I were to compare that with the gig worker economy, you have the delivery rider sending parcels, food to your home. This is the gig economy at the C-suite level. Now, of course, we want to give them a different name. So we term them fractional talent who offer their time at a fraction of the cost and time that's needed to help you achieve your goals. Right. Answer your question? Thank you. Yes.
What types of startup would be ready for fractional talent?
These are startups that are ready to go international, going beyond their initial pre-seed season, especially after they acquired Series A, Series B funding, where they need access to skilled professionals. Thank you, everyone, for your time. And I wish you all the best and enjoy the rest of the summit. Thank you.